guys, what's up? It's Lavanya and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips to study for your board examinations. Actually, after I posted my board result video, some of you guys wanted me to do this video and I promise you so. So here I am with some tips, some general idea to give you how you can study for this year. So maybe you're in class 10th this year or maybe 9th, 8th, 7th, whatever. This is an examination that all of us have to go through at one point or other. So maybe not today but tomorrow you'll have to give this examination. So there is like a general scheme of things that you should be doing. And yeah, today I'm going to be sharing those things with you guys. So yeah, hope you find this video helpful and let me know if you want more such kind of videos and definitely make them for you. So today in this video, along with some tips and a general idea, I'm also going to be giving you guys my work preferences and recommendations, which reference books to use for each subject. And yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, let me start off with this thing which is very important. It is that many people can make it seem that it is such a big thing and it's going to be super difficult and you have to do like your best, and if you don't get good marks in this, it's the end of the world, which is not actually. And to be honest, class 10th is really very easy. If I talk according to my personal experience, I think class 9th was more difficult than class 10th because I don't know why. This year I thought the studies were easier, the chapters were easier, except for some new topics that we had to come and encounter. So we all know that our new school semester, it begins around April, and your board examinations usually take place in the month of March. My exam started on 7th of March, so I had from April to February. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 11. So you're gonna get 11 complete months for studying, which is a long time. And yeah, it's pretty easy to complete your entire syllabus properly in these 11 months. So I'm going to tell you how you can plan accordingly. Now, many people say that you should complete your entire syllabus in your summer vacations, that is 1.5 months or maybe 2 months at most. So let me tell you, it is literally impossible to complete your entire syllabus in just 2 months. It is. I mean, you can do it, it's not impossible, but it will just be mugging up. You will not understand anything properly and it will just be on the surface and nothing will go inside, and there's no use of that actually. So that is not a good option. So the thing that I recommend you guys should do is that by the end of November, that is the 30th of November, by that time your entire syllabus should be finished, it should be over. So you're getting April, May, June, July, August, September, October and November. That is 8 months, and 8 months is quite sufficient to complete your syllabus and go through all the chapters once. Like, you should keep a deadline that by 30th November, no matter what, I have to complete my syllabus. And that's exactly what I did. And if you are able to complete it earlier than that, then that's hats off to you, and try to do revisions as many times as you can. But by 30th of November, you should go through your entire syllabus at least one time. So once you're done with that, completely done with that, and every chapter is in your mind really properly, now it's the time to solve your sample question papers, because this is a very important step and it's not just me. Many people recommend this and you should do this because it gives you an idea about how your paper is gonna be. Talking about your paper, let me tell you a little bit about it. It is that like 70 to 80% of your questions are direct questions from your NCERT book. Everything is in NCERT, nothing comes from outside. So make sure to just bring that NCERT completely inside your head. Whichever page you open, you ask this question, you should know that. So NCERT, you have to study by all your heart, no matter what. Anyway, moving on. So the last 3 months that you get after November, 30th of November, when your entire syllabus is over and you have learned everything properly, you are left with December, January and February. So in these 3 months, all you have to do is solve sample papers as much as you can. I did it too. Like, you can buy some sample paper, books, they come in the market, or maybe you can download them from the internet, solve the question papers of the previous years, and they will give you an idea about what kind of questions are asked. In these 3 months, try to solve one question paper every day. Of any subject, you can do it alternately, just do one sample paper every day. Okay, which is a must, you should, but in case you're not able to do one sample paper per day, try to do it in alternate days at least, because it is a must no matter what. So like, one day you solve maths paper, then leave one day, then the next time you do science, then leave one day, then do English, then leave one day. So leaving one day gap in between each of the sample papers, you can try to do it like on alternate days. So if you're doing it alternate days, 3 months you're getting about 30 plus 30 plus 30, that is 90, and then 90, if you're gonna half 90, it's 45. So you're getting total 45 days, and in these 45 days, each day you have to do one sample paper, and then the final day when you're gonna go and give your examination, you will have the time limit in mind. You will know everything about the question paper because you have solved it and you have practiced. That's really gonna help you on your final day. But if you can do more than that, if you, instead of alternate days, you can do it every day, that's great. So this was the basic general idea how you can study in these months, and if you're studying this way, then it's amazing and you're definitely gonna get good marks. Talking about your books, now reference books are important. If you think you can study your science only from your NCERT, let me tell you, it's not possible, because the explanation in NCERT is not really up to the mark. I mean, studying and everything, do from the NCERT, but the entire concept, it will not be cleared if you study just from the NCERT. So any reference book is definitely important, at least in science. Other subjects such as maths, these also require some reference books, because the exercises in your NCERT books are pretty short, and these are just good for like getting the concept of that topic, of that particular topic. But if you want to have a better practice, which you have to practice maths every day at least, so for that practice you definitely need some reference books. English is easy. Yeah, I mean, the least time out of these 5 subjects to whom I gave was English. That's my personal Talking about social science, I don't think you actually need any reference book in social science, because the explanation is like really an explicit explanation is given in your NCERTs only, so I don't think you need any reference in social science. But for the NCERT questions that are given at the back of each chapter, for that you might need a reference book, so I'm going to recommend you that as well. And Hindi is, for me, Hindi was difficult, but Hindi is also one of the languages, so it is easy for many people. And for Hindi, I think yes, you do need a reference book for Hindi as well. You have to keep on planning about how you have to study. You have to try to figure it out in which subject you are good and in which you need less time, and in which subject you need more time because you are weak in that particular subject. So those subjects in which you are weak, try to give extra time to those subjects, and those subjects which you are confident in, don't be overconfident and completely neglect those subjects, because those are important as well. So make sure to study those as well. During this time, try to avoid television and social media a bit. Maybe you can see it for about 15-20 minutes every day, but not more than that. So don't give a lot of time to social media or television this year. But if you have some really favorite television programs, it isn't that you cannot watch them, you can watch them. My favorite show this year was India's Next Top Model season 4, which was a show that came on MTV, and it was coming weekly. Except for India's Next Top Model, I didn't see any other program. And similarly, you guys can also see your favorite programs during this year, but don't give a lot of time to it. The book that I used for maths was this one right here. This is from a company called S.chand. This is a really thick book, as you can see. A lot of pages are there, so it is completely filled with so many exercises, so many examples, and this was like, I didn't even solve this entire book. I mean, I did a lot of questions, but not each and every question of this book. But there are other books which are equally good, so in maths you can use any of them. These are the 3 books that I use here. It is divided in parts. This is part 1, this is part 2, this is part 3. So the part 1 is the physics one. So this is what the physics book looks like. This is the one that I used this year. And this is a really helpful book, and at the back of this book you have all these solved answers of your NCERT textbook. Part 2 was chemistry, and this is the same as the other one. And the part 3 was the biology one. This is part 3, and this is also the same one. Proper explanation, diagrams, everything is there, so you can definitely buy this. I recommend it to you. Next up, social science. So in social science, I told you the explanation already is pretty good, so you don't need to study this differently, but I still had a book. This one is all-in-one from Arihant, and this one's for social science. It has kind of like a summary of all the chapters, and this book is better for the question and answers, because whatever question answers are there at the end of each chapter in the NCERT book, all the answers you can find in this book. So this book I would recommend for question and answers. So next up is Hindi. So for Hindi, I again recommend you all-in-one from Arihant. Now I don't have the book to show you right now because I don't know where I kept it, I couldn't find it, but I used to use the same book, and it is also really helpful because all the question answers of NCERT is given in there, all the explanation of the entire poems are given in the book, and you can find some model test papers, sample question papers in that one as well. And lastly, English. So for English, again, all-in-one from Arihant. This is the book that I have, and this book is the ultimate guide for English, and you definitely need to have this no matter what. I mean, this is like a savior because it is amazing, literally. The grammar stuff is in there, the literature, all the question answers are inside. Whatever question answer, each and every single one of them is answered in this one. Then your novel, whatever novel you're getting, whether it is The Story of My Life by Helen Keller or The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank, all the explanation of each and every part of the book is given inside it. Apart from these references, I'm also going to be showing you the books that I use for sample papers. Most of the times I used to solve the sample papers from the previous years, like 2018, 17, 16. So for that, I have this book called I don't know what this is called. This is the book, what it looks like, and it is from a publication called Oswald. The good thing is that it is all solved. All the question answers are solved completely, properly in here, so you can get it easily. The thing is that there are some mistakes in this book, like spellings and stuff, but apart from that, it's really amazing. Apart from this, I also use another book. This one is from SBS secondary series. It's what written here. That's Satish Brothers and Sons publication. This is the book, and it is also having the question papers of last 10 years. But the thing is, in this book, the question papers are given the way they were in the same order, but in this book, chapter wise it's given. Apart from these, I also use some other sample paper books. These are the ones that I used. This is four books are there, and this is from Arihant again, the same publication from which I got all-in-one books. So this is again from Arihant, and there are 4 books that I have. I don't have Hindi in this one. For Hindi I have a different book, but you can find Hindi in this publication as well. So it has 15 sample paper of each subject. If you guys want more of these, let me know in the comments, because I I really liked making this video, and I would definitely like to help you guys more. If you guys want like a subject wise video, I can do that as well. In each video I can tell you about each subject, so let me know in the comments if you guys want a subject wise video as well. I'll be sure to make it. So with that, I'm gonna have to go, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys. Bye.